Um, my name is Kathleen, and I was married to a dude, believe it or not. You can call me crazy, you can call me insane, I have a mental issue, whatever, but I am telling you, I was married to a demon. The way this all started was my mother had passed in 2013, and before that, I led a life of debauchery. To be honest, and say I struggled with addiction, with drugs and alcohol, and men. But when my mom died, it really took a turn for the even worse, and I went downhill. And for some reason, one night I decided to go online and look at videos of sorcerers and spirit counselors and psychic mediums, who could talk to the dead, things like this, opening all those doors that I'm sure many of you are maybe aware or may not be aware of. But when you open those doors, you allow things from the spiritual realm into your life. You invite them in. You're telling them, hey, I'm here. Come on in. I'm open for you to communicate with me. That's what you're doing. So there was this one guy who had a Ouija board. Here we go with the Ouija board, right? Don't play with the Ouija board. It's real, okay? And it's not fun because you can invite them in, but it's real hard to get rid of them once you do. And they don't listen to you. They don't obey you, okay? That's not how it works. So I'm just here to tell you this because I want to warn people, okay? They come very, very nicely. This spirit came to me as a comforter. And I thought it was from God, like honestly, because I believe in God. But at the time, I was backslidden, and I had lost my faith, and I was lonely. I was heartbroken. I was in a very broken place. I was very vulnerable. So Satan attacks when we're in our most vulnerable state. So when I invited this spirit in, at first it was just a slight touch that I felt on my body. I wasn't even sure that I felt anything. But then I opened myself up to it, because if you open your mind up to the possibility even more, then that just says, yes, yes, come on in, And believe me, I regret doing this, so I don't advise doing this, okay? But I allowed the spirit to come in and communicate with me. And at first, for a while, I'm going to admit, honestly, it was nice because I had someone there, something there, creature, their spirit, comforting me night and day. It never left me. It stayed with me always. It was always with me. So I never felt alone. The loneliness was gone. But I am here to tell you that the devil is a liar, okay? And he can appear as an angel of light, which that means in the Bible, that means when a demon appears as an angel of light, he comes to you in a very compassionate, loving way, but it's a deceitful, it's a lie. He's deceiving you, and that's what this spirit did to me. He deceived me. So anyway, I hung around with this spirit. We had fun. I could communicate like telepathically, like we could talk to each other without like audibly hearing each other. I let him into my mind. In other words, I let him all the way into my mind. I knew what his name was, which I'm not going to repeat, but I knew his name. He knew my thoughts. I knew his thoughts. And so he eventually became a part of me. You understand what I'm saying? So I let him become a part of me. And it wasn't sexual at first. It was just about holding me at night, comforting me, stroking my hair, playing music on videos, because I was a Michael Jackson fan at the time, and Michael had died. So we'd watch Michael Jackson videos together, and he'd dance with me, believe it or not. It was fun in the beginning. I'm going to tell you, it was fun. It was very tempting. But then something just told me in the pit of my stomach that something wasn't right. I guess call it the Holy Ghost, maybe. I don't know what it was, but something eventually told me after a few weeks that, this probably shouldn't be going on. But of course, by that time, he had told me that he had fallen in love with me, and he wanted to marry me. And I said, a flesh person can't marry a spirit. Who would do the wedding? That can't happen. It's impossible. And his answer to me was, all things are possible with God. And when he said that, it just made me think that he must be from that realm where things are different and things like that may be possible. He deceived me into believing that that was actually a possibility and that it was okay. I don't know how, because looking back, it's not okay at all. I just look back now and I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I have been so foolish? But I was blinded. I was blinded by loneliness, by brokenness, by so many things. I had been hurt so many times. I had been molested as a child. I had been raped. I'd been abused. I was really in a very broken condition. So I just need you to know the background. And I used drugs, and I was in so much pain. I didn't even want to live. I'm telling you, I was on the verge of suicide so many times that at that point in my life, I just wanted something to comfort me. And this spirit, this creature, did that for me like nothing else did. And it felt good at the time. But then I came to find out it wasn't of God. But unfortunately, when I asked it to leave, it would not leave. It would not leave. But if you want to find out how I got it to leave, and the worst part is, he considered us married because I didn't say no. And when you have sex in the spiritual realm, you're considered married. He considered us married. He considered me his. So, believe it or not, I had children, spiritual children, with this being. I went through birth and everything. And I know this sounds crazy. Tell me, I know it sounds insane. But I actually birthed spiritual children, like 6 of them. I could feel them coming out of my womb. I'm telling you, I gave birth. I couldn't see them, but I could feel the whole shape of them. They felt like a big dragon head with a tail. I could feel them coming out. I'm telling you, I could feel the whole shape of them. And I just asked God to shut my spiritual womb, and that stopped. And as I was giving birth, the spiritual husband, I guess it's called, was like patting me on my back. Like, it's okay, I'm with you. I mean, it was insane. It was insane. This thing actually thought we were a family. And it blows my mind today to look back on that. And I was right there in the midst of it thinking, it was okay. And it's not okay. It's not. It's demonic. I was making demonic children. I was helping a demon make more demonic children for the spiritual realm. It is not okay. I found the Lord today, and I'm here to tell you that demon tortured me for 2.5 years trying to divorce that sucker. And I will tell you how I did it. Just subscribe to my channel, keep watching my podcast, and we'll talk all about it. Thank you for watching. God bless.